client goes, no, I don't like this. Like nyakala, but I don't show that to people. So it it's do something. Or you're just wasting you're wasting your time. Like you're
Yeah.
not gonna go with art. Art is like do this for me. Ngaishaya lento. No, we understand because into engithandayo, into engiunderstandayo. Akumelanga uzingitshele ukuthi ngiyenze kanjani. So isikhampani. Ama customers othini.
Hello, my name is Jay Stories and it's Tokyo Ish, the story behind your stories. It's been a while since like we've done an interview. Like, it's like how many weeks now since we dropped like an interview? I don't know, but yeah. On the background, Buffett, we have Pablo Senior, our host, for an interview because namhlanje siphethe Itumeleng Munareng. She's an artist, Buffet too. So like, the first question, like, unjan.
Ngiyaphila njani?
We don't ask like abantu ukuthi like banjani yabo. I feel like it's important ukwazi ukuthi umuntu unjani, like how are you feeling like yabo. Angiyacabanga ukuthi naku art, you understand, like ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi like abantu like bafuna ukwazi ukuthi bofila kanjani mawudraw this yabo. Yeah, what inspired this and that yabo.
Well, when it comes to art, sometimes even when you're not feeling good, you have to do it. So sometimes like utogutsi ujabulile and then sometimes you sad, but noma said like if it's like in your heart, you just uyayenza into yakho. So I feel like it doesn't have to do with how you're feeling most of the time. It just has to do with how much you love it. So with me, mina ngicabanga ukuthi it's because ngiyayithanda into engiyenzayo. So nothing can bring me down like when I'm doing it, whether ungikwatisile or ungijabulisile bona ngizoshaya today ngizoshaya.
All right, like the first question, the second question rather, is background. I feel like background is important. Understand? How did you grow up as when we Itumeleng? Understand? Like it inspire kanjani background yakho to be like being an artist. Like I understand.
Well, in terms of yokuqala, it's funny. The story is like funny. So when I was in grade 10, being nomngani, yabo, so besanda ukudraw nomngani wami, masanda ukudraw this other day, like we drew like something similar. And then abantu abaningi bebathi, yo, umngani wakho uyishayile into yakhe, wena ngeke uzufike lapho.
Wow.
And I was like, no, you cannot say that. I can do it.
Name and shame, who's that?
No, I cannot. No. Ngisamthanda. No. But ngifila ngathi like ungisizile. I won't say it's like into MB. I didn't like a reaction abanye abantu. Like they didn't have ukuthi ba compare, yabo. And then since that day I was like, you know what, I can do better because abantu bayangitshela ukuthi no, the way you did that, it wasn't the way we were expecting it. That pushes me to do more. So since that day I was like, no, I can do better. And then I go YouTube, and then after YouTube I draw every day because I wanted to reach like something. And then I continued, and then 5 years later I draw we 7 by 100 centimeters. I'm like, how did I get there? We understand. So inspiration, it came from school. Most of the time when you're schooling and then I draw something, like I would be excited to show abantu abangani bami basesikoleni, to show them, yo, this is what I did. And they're like, yo, you're so good. And then it made me feel better because I feel like I was trying to like feel better about that comment they made about the other drawing. I was like, I'm gonna push until I reach whatever I want to reach. And then I got there.
So like that person like azanga be like, yo, like I know what I said before, and then I realized no man, like.
Well, I don't think Awe Uguti she's the reason why I'm here today. I don't think she is. But what I would say is, like, I would rather say thank you to my former classmates because they are the reason why I'm here today. Because I'm a comment wabo, a negative. angenze ukuthi ngifuna ama comments abo are positive. So bengizipusha. I was like, you know what? I don't want to hear anything negative, which is what I do now. You know, sometimes when I draw something and then it like no, I don't like this. Like nyakala, but I don't show that to people, so it keeps me going.
So if it like so if it like yeah like I don't like this, what do you do? What's next? Like I'm just okay, let me do like another drawing for you, or
you know, when it comes to my customer, abanye they'll tell you, no, I don't like what's going on, or I don't like what you're doing. You can do better. I'm like, okay, well, I will try not to take it negatively, because I take everything negatively. But like, okay, no, I can do this. And then maybe ngiqalele phansi bese ngiyambuza ukuthi injani manje. And then sometimes I'm telling you, no, it's because angaqedi. Wait for me ukuthi ngiqede, and then you can tell me mase ngiqedile, yabo. And then mase iphelile umuntu athi, oh wow, I didn't know you were so capable. So that's how I keep it going.
Wow, man. Like, so I want to know, like, supporting my parents, like, when like okay mhlambe bombe bangazi ukuthi Itumeleng eqona and like batsheleni, it was like,
well, as it's a funny story because well, okay, uma wami ne, like back then when I was still starting, she didn't understand, which I understand where she was coming from. It happens, yabo. Bengithi mangdraw do something. Or you're just wasting you're wasting your time, like you're not gonna go anywhere with that. I'm like, as in, I would appreciate like a support yako. But my dad, every time I draw something, he'd be like, you know what? You can do better than this. I'm not saying this is not good. Keep impressing me. You know, we understand. So baba mbengithi njalo mangdraw, angitshela siyo sister uyasho ngibiza ngo sister. Angitshela sister ushayile into yakho. Athi but you can do better than this. Yabo kusasa mangizana something else to come to tell you ukuthi I drew him 3 times. Bengimdrawer and then mangifila ngathi sengimprovile. Ngimdraw futhi. Mangifila ngathi I'm getting there, ngishaye futhi. Yabo. So that's how I got the inspiration. So baba nje bekanginikeza, you know, that support. And then uma wami uthe masekaqala ukubona ukuthi this girl. And then manje, like every time when I come home to visit, she's like, mntana, we are shy dakho. We are sebenza. To come to think ukuthi ngalesa sikhathi lesa, like she didn't see it.
Like this is a conversation I had with my friends yesterday, if not prior. So like bengibatshela ukuthi like for us black people, like kuze like singathatha like art serious or like some other careers, you understand, ukuthi asina next, like akuna Muhammad from like an Indian family also this is the business, like I understand, like also sfara like ukuthi okay sharp thina into esingarela kuyo isigela nani, you understand. So like how like did you like convince your parents ukuthi like art like ngayenza imali?
When I think when I started getting orders, that's when they realized, no, this is it's a thing. And then mase ngiqala la ngisebenza khona manje, like mase ngiqala ukusebenza lapho, and then I started getting big orders. And then last year in November, there's this colleague of mine, wathi give me, you know, I can help you with something. Ngakuthengela like ngakordela into ukuthi istall ngakubhadalela istall ukuthi uyothengisa art yakho. I went to St. David's school. I went there, I went to sell my art. To come to tell you to this person, give me at him, I will help you. Wang patalel is stall, and it was like $600. Wang patalel stall. And then a week after she passed away. So that's where I get my inspiration. Like it's like isn't just ning is young inspirer. Like seeing my mom believing in me, to come to think ukuthi no, she never used to see this, now she sees it, like uyabona ukuthi wenzakalani. It inspires me. Abantwana bakithi, you know, nala ngisebenza khona abantwana bami, I call them abantwana bami because ngisebenza esikoleni. So mababona, they're like, Miss Monareng, wow, you know how to draw, like you're so good, how do you do it? And I'm like, I don't know, I just do it. I get my inspiration like from different people.
So like it doesn't like what's the word like I'm looking for, intimidate you, good thing, like you're amongst the best, like especially like abelungu and all of that, yeah, understand, like thina abanye like if like ngiphambi kumlungu nani like ungabona abantu abamnyama like we shy away from them, you understand, like sabasaba, like I intimidated into there.
Well, it used to. Well, it's been 3 years now ngisebenza laphana. So, mangifika laphana bengakhulumi nabo, bengenzi next. So now I'm starting to like get confidence, like confidence yami it's getting boosted.
Mode.
So now, I remember the other day they were like, "Hey girl, we didn't know we was ukhuluma. When I'm ofika la besawona ukukhulumisa because we thought you didn't know how to talk. And then like now you're there." I'm like, "You know what? It's being happy. It's being comfortable. I feel like I'm at like my most comfortable. Nabantu abangithandayo abangikhathalelayo, which it makes me happy. They inspire me. I tell you, uzozo munyathi yazi nabantwana bami ngifuna ukuthi ngidrawele bona and like can you do it in a few. Ukhona munye wa order ama drawings I5. Yeah. And I had to do it in 2 weeks I think. And I finished. It's just ungithembile. That's what mattered the most. The fact that this person ungithembile. I was like, you know what? Trust me.
Don't you think it's like bekafuna nokubona ukuthi like usebenza kanjani under pressure?
Well, because like ngamtshela ngathi you know what? Nama submissions I had 4 assignments that I needed to submit. I was like, girl, I don't know if I can do it, but I'll try. And she was like, "Qeda ngama drawings, ngama assignments wakho and then get back to it." Mangakutshela ukuthi the last day I had uthengo 3 makashaya I had done like 3 drawings that day. 4 like the 5 because ngiyenze 2 and then lelo langa lelo ngashaya 3 yonke ngayiqeda. So
wow man. So I want to know what's in like a first paycheck, like it's like first order like yo man.
It's funny because we 100 rand I think it was $100. I was still in school and you know beyiningi leyo maleyo about 2019 before COVID beyiningi le maleyo yabo. So I think I made $100.
So like we spend again like
I don't remember because back then when my mom started seeing ukuthi no girl you getting this bekakwazi ukuthi athi asambe ngikuthengele izinto ze-art so I didn't have to buy them myself bekangithengela uma wami sometimes ngithola umuntu azothaya ngizokugcwalisela hamba uthenga besenza njalo.
Okay, so I want to know like you have a question?
Like I heard that you opened up a quota business, right?
Yeah, uma wami. Yes.
Yeah, can you tell us about that? How was the experience running a quota business?
It was right after I finished to matric, ne? So I struggled to ukuthola isikole. Then I didn't have anything to do. My art was not loud. It wasn't. And then umama wathi no, what you can do, you can make extra cash by ungikhavela ngalapho ukuthi ngiphumule kancane. I was like, okay, let me do that. But the pressure, it was crazy. The pressure was crazy. Umuntu afike. No, umuntu athi ngicela ukungenzela isikhampani se-12 rand ukhipha ipaloni but ufake icheese. I was like, no, I cannot handle this pressure. But Yazin, I made it. Yazin, I'm Bogotized and I made it.
Plus, customers like me, I'm lactose intolerant, so whenever I buy quota, I want quota and cheese, but I give it cheese. You see?
Yeah. And then omunye uzokutshela ukuthi ofakang art again, and I'm like, awushongo. So about dealing with customers, ne? It's something else. It will drive you crazy.
So like how much challenges we obtaining some quota, how are they different from like how much challenges with art?
Well, when it comes to art, sorry, mom. But ikhambani bengenza ngoba bengenanto engiphusha yabo but bengayenzi because bengithanda yena uyayithanda uyashaya ibhizinisi yakhe isikhambani sakhe uyashaya but mina bengisenza because ngifuze yena but not because I loved doing it. We understand with art is like do this for me ngayishaya lento no we understand because into engithandayo into engiunderstandayo akumelanga uzungitshela ukuthi ngiyenze kanjani so isikhambani duma ama-chips akho avuthwa ngama-customers othini we understand because she knows better i-business lakhe mina i-business lami art that's why ngisaba nokuthi ngithi umuntu angidrawe because I'm scared I'll see their flaws and all that we understand because it's my thing into engiyithandayo so uma ungayenzi right ngiyakwata.
Do you even think it's like udraw abantu abaningi and awuna picture one la wena uzidrawele khona?
Nayo.
Unayo?
Yeah, ngishaya ngecoffee.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, coffee, like coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo.
Like,
Hey.
you better understand like the process. Like process it's like self-portrait. Like were you looking at the mirror or no shape like more phone?
No,
No.
on my phone.
Oh, ngisebenzisa isithombe angakwazi uku like, well, I can ukuthi like ngikubheke and then like get your features quickly. I can do that, but not properly. Like I like drawing like to correct proportion, because it just makes the whole thing different. You understand? Ngifuna ukuthi mangabe vele ushawa ngikhanda elikhulu ngilikhiphe, you understand? Mangabe lincane ngilikhiphe linjalo, yabo. So angakwazi ukusebenzisa isithombe. So with the coffee painting I was using a picture.
Oh, so when I live drawings, like you don't do live drawings because like it's being said like live drawings like are the hardest.
Yeah, I can, but it won't be according to proportionate, but it won't be like correct. Like the proportion, it won't be correct.
Okay.
Wow, man. So like different, like ngiyawuza manje kune-coffee kudadi. Bangasitshela eziphi izinto esisebenzisayo like.
So sebenzisa coffee, oil pastels, watercolor, oil paint, what else? Charcoal, graphites. Yeah.
Like when do you discover what's no man, like I can use like this and nan like.
You know, sometimes like mangihleli, I just think, you know, sometimes I'm thinking, as in I can actually use them to do something and like make a picture. That's how it is. You just look at something and you're like, can I do something with that?
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay, let me try it and
I'm
see.
big and I'm like, you can do something, yes, but if
Yazi, yabona kuwe ngiphethe ipeni nepensel.
Yeah.
Bekuthi hayi seyishayile. Yabo manje angiphethanga next, but yeah.
like the way like you describe art ngakhona, like I feel like, and bengithi like uzongitshela like ngama problems amaningi, but like you enjoy like mina mangibhekile.
Yazi the way ngithanda ngakhona ne, I don't see the bad in it. It makes me, you know what I always say, mangibheka abantwana bami, like engibafundisayo ngiyabatshela ngiso. As in, when you do art, yinikeza inhliziyo yakho. Like, noma ucula, noma anything that is art, just give it your heart, because that's all it needs. If it doesn't have your heart in it, it's not gonna go the way you want it to go. So, Mina, when I look at something, I'm like, yo, this picture is difficult, but I'm gonna do it because it's something I love. It's draining. Yo, art is draining. Oh, nkosem, utsutsu uyawudrawa lekhala aliphumi. Zama ukulishinisa alishine. But you know what? Bona. As in, let me lal. And then ngibone kusasa. And then kusasa, when you do it, it's there. You know, you just have to believe and you give it your heart. Like you have to trust yourself in the process. Yes.
So like the question.
Nah.
Okay, like so I want to ask about like bostela like order yakhe Switzerland, like sitshela ukuthi like bofila kanjani man, like
yo
at that time, at that moment.
Yabona that day, ne? So umuntu akhona ungithumela i-message, but message yakhona ngangayiboni because akusithi abangani ku Facebook. And then this other day kunento ethi go check ama message akho ku Facebook. Hayi ngiyangena. Mangena. Hello, I'm Andy. Kunomuntu omaziyo, a mutual friend. Ngibona umenzele something and I would like you to do something for me. And I was like, oh, okay. I'd say yeah, but I'm from Switzerland. Can you do that? I'm like,
Switzerland.
Not even Angola or something. Switzerland. I'm like,
oh, Mozambique, man.
Yes, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I cannot wait to do this. I was so happy. And you know, when it comes to pricing, it's okay. How do I price this person? Girl, he's gonna pay you in USD dollars.
Yo, come on.
Charge that person. I'm charger, and then ngathuka. And then after a couple of hours, girl, sharpen your pencil because we are about to do this. And I was like, oh goodness. Anglalan. Because that's when I realized, because you know what, my art is finally going somewhere. Because 5 years is no child's play. I was like, am I gonna make it in the art industry? And then I realized, because you know what, it's actually possible. Yeah.
So like, do you think with like in South Africa, like, do we take like art seriously?
Yes, to be honest, bakhona abantu abayithatha seriously, because well, abantu bazothi angizwile bathi uyadrawa, you understand, and then it's yeah, ngiyadrawa, and then they're like, oh, drawani, like ngimbonisa isithombe, and then I'll be like, oh, uyakhipha yo, and I'm like, it's not about ukhipha, like I want you to feel like it must be like you must feel it in your heart, like it must tell you a story. You understand? I remember this woman, there's this drawing I shy. Why beg? Wang beg. At woyenze lokho ngiyamtshela ukuthi yeah. At when I look at this boy, he tells me a story. Oh, ngathi bekangikwazi inhliziyo. Yo, because that's when you know the person understands art. Like abathola abantu aba understand the art. Well, South Africa, there are people, but they're rare. Kuya nge-environment, like your surroundings. If ugcwele ngabantu aba negative, vele ngeke bayibone. Noma babone ukuthi ayazi nomntana uyashaya into yakhe. Angeke like babe we understand. Like angeke babe nendaba. We understand.
I think it's a lack of exposure, understand? Like we're not exposed to such things.
Exactly.
Like, how do you think like sizofika nje wena mawubheke like kuma environment ehlala kuwo like yabona like the townships and all of that?
You know what I think? Ngicabanga ukuthi singayichange lento leyo. I think it's good. That is why kumnandi ukuthi like uye like emazweni, then you come
like
back.
seeing you usesentini manje like ngiba inspired.
We understand because I didn't even sell that much, but the comments I was getting, I'm like, guys, it's my first time seeing people who actually see my art. You understand? So I feel like mohambile and then wabuya watshela abantu story ukuthi this happened. They're gonna believe in themselves and they're gonna think, okay, no, I can try this and I can make it work. And then if you see yourself in it, then you start believing in the next person. I feel like that's the problem. Because we don't believe in ourselves, it's difficult for us to believe in other people. Yeah.
And the trust like if it's like plays the role yakhona, you understand?
Yeah.
Wow man, like it's been amazing like chatting with you, ne? Angifuna ukwazi ukuthi like ama-plans wakho like moving forward, you understand? Like 5 years or 10 years, like it doesn't matter.
Yazi ngiyafisa ukuthi ngibe like nama art gallery wami like overseas, around South Africa, not just in Johannesburg. And ngiyafisa ukuba ne art gallery like a pram, you understand? Because that's where the money is. Well, I know it's about the art, but it's also about the money. I mean, nami ayifuni posh. Yabo, nami ayifuni posh.
Akekho kafuni posh.
Yabo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I heard that you've been saying like you're a teacher, like you have children to teach. Are you a qualified teacher or an artist?
Oh no. So what I'm doing now, I'm still an intern. So I'm studying to be a teacher, but I work as a full-time intern teacher.
Oh, so how do you juggle that around? Because you say you have work, you have a job, right?
Yes, it's work, school, and art.
So how do you juggle that around? Like, do you have a timetable or such?
You know, sometimes I just make it work because I remember 2 weeks ago, I had my assignment out for, and I had at least 6 orders, and I had to go to work every day.
Yeah.
So bengihamba ngiyemsebenzini, sometimes uchesa ngo-5, sometimes uchesa about 2:30, and mawufika endlini kumele upheke, you know, things like that, kumele uclean because akekho umuntu okwenzela lezi zinto lezo. So that's like you make it work. You make it work.
Yeah. Uhleli ekhaya kwenzakalani ka?
Like no, she inspires me because like she tries for success.
Yeah.
You once braided people's hair, right? Yeah, like you have skills. Like she's multi-talented according to
Yeah,
me.
I do that as well.
So you like braiding people's hair because you needed fast cash.
No, well, I do it because namanje like every time when I come here, ngiyamtshela umama ukuthi geza abantwana amakhanda ngizobaqhina. So abasayi nase-salon, I do that.
Wow.
For them.
Wow, multi-talented man. So
Doug.
I want to know like personal. It's a personal question. Since when you are a song, like you're a song, right?
Yeah.
Do you
my
know
dad
how
is
to
Tonga.
dance like with this Belani?
Oh yeah, I even have like a few videos.
Oh, okay. You must share the videos with us. You must show the people. Like you know, like mostly if you like the tribes that in like are you like I did say ka song like maybe you can tell us few more things. we can know because
Yeah, but Tonga, that is, I cannot explain. Yabona, that's one thing I'm proud about. You know, like mangithola like maybe kusemcimbini and then people badlala amapiano azingakwata because wonke umuntu udlala amapiano. Sometimes I'm like ngicela nidlaleni ingoma yesonga A1, ngicela nidlalele A1.
I was a shy song. I was like, ngengoma zamapiano song.
No, but you know, like usually I'm the one who says A1, ngicela nidlalele A1. Noma ngadlala umaskando A1, inadlala in A1, ngizonijayivela mina because angithi nginanifuna ukujive. So mina ngizoshaya isibhelane and then ngishaye and people are like,
so when you want like peng like nothing like
yeah, one song, it won't kill. Just one. You know, I feel like it's good ukuthi udlala ipiano ne. It's good.
yeah.
But dlala umaskando A1. Udlale dikhalala tsa Orange Farm. One, just one. Udlala isonga, one. Pengu, noma ngathi pengu. You understand? Udlala umakhatho oyi1, you understand? Then like sonke, you understand? We all siyahlangana because that's when you realize there's actually songs here. There's actually vendors. There's actually Zulus. There's actually Sutus. And then siyahlangana sonke because you realize, teach me how to ukriba. Teach me how to do spelling, you know? Yeah.
Wow, that's been amazing, like having you, like Ute, you were camera shy, but you handled yourself very well.
I'm trying, I'm getting there.
Yeah, so like Tina Gucci course before like Obushi, understand? Umelele. From TV to K Shaman covered my face is all that. Wow. So like social media handles, where do you find you?
Munareng Itumeleng. If I'm told #, Miss Female Artist. Yes.
Wow, man, that's it for today's episode of Turkish, the story behind your story. Go by the name of Jay. Stories with Panzara Skinny Genie Joe. I can't go. Thank you.